The Community Outreach Project, or COP, was a key initiative launched in September 2010. It involves the community helping offenders' family link up with the relevant government agencies for social assistance and support in other areas. Since then, the COP has grown tremendously from a small pilot with just 7 grassroots initially to 44 divisions of December 2012. More than 390 volunteers have been trained to reach out to over 780 families. Excuse me. Let me share how the COP has helped the family of an incarcerated offender. The wife was thrown into disarray when her husband was arrested for drug offenses. The family sold their previous flat due to mortgage loan arrears. The sales proceeds were used to rent a unit and to start a business, but that business failed. At that point, she had almost no saving, was about to lose her shelter, and had 4 children to take care of. The COP members stepped in. They helped her through her issues one by one. First, she was referred to a family service center for counseling sessions to help her cope with her husband's imprisonment. Arrangements were also made with the CDC to provide her with ComCare assistance. Help was also given for her to sign up for courses to acquire employment skills so that she could find work more easily. Mind you, she has never worked in all her life. To meet her accommodation needs, they helped her search for transitional shelters for her and her children while working with HDB to give her priority for a rental unit. She was eventually offered a rental unit. She now has a job and is very grateful for the help rendered. Given the success of the COP, we will reach out to even more divisions in 2013 and consolidate the excellent work done by existing divisions. This will benefit even more families and especially their children. We are also mindful that some offenders have little or no family support. Hence, we have a separate program for them. The Community Befriending Project pairs a volunteer befriender with an offender to provide positive peer support and role modeling. The CBP has grown from 40 volunteer befrienders in 2010 to about 90 befrienders in 2012 and benefited about 180 offenders. These too will be expanded in 2013. Currently, we have a strong core of volunteers with a passion to serve. More than 1,300 dedicated volunteers serve in our prison in 2012. In 2013, we will develop a training and development framework to systematically equip volunteers and community partners with core competencies, knowledge, and skills to better support the rehabilitation of our offenders. This includes skills in counseling and casework. Mr. Christopher D'Souza talked about giving second chances to ex-offenders and asked what the ministry is doing to match ex-offenders with jobs after their release. Over the years, the Yellow Ribbon Project has helped to increase acceptance of ex-offenders in the community. We agree with Mr. Christopher D'Souza that gainfully employed ex-offenders are less likely to reoffend. SCORE prepares offenders for employment by helping them acquire market-relevant skills, such as culinary skills and experience in logistics operations before their release. Offenders receive nationally accredited training, which is aligned with WDA's Workforce Skills Qualification Framework. This gives employers the assurance that offenders are qualified and well-trained. Working closely with the private sector, SCORE also provides practical experience for offenders in its various workshops within prisons, which includes a large laundry and bakery. SCORE also conducts job suitability assessments for offenders to match them with suitable jobs. In 2012, SCORE helped more than 1,420 offenders secure employment before their release. SCORE will also continue to engage offenders and employers to better understand their job needs. In response to Mr. D'Souza too, to recognize the support and contributions of employers, SCORE organizes an annual appreciation award ceremony and gives out the Hope Award to employers that have gone the extra mile. One of these awardees is Revenue Valley Private Limited, which manages homegrown restaurants like Manhattan Fish Market. Over the years, Revenue Valley Private Limited has hired more than 150 ex-offenders and offers fair remuneration and career advancements for deserving ex-offenders. Ex-offenders who perform well have been promoted to leadership positions, with some assuming responsibility in managing their outlets. They have also implemented a buddy system to help newly hired ex-offenders to adjust to their working environment and culture, thereby easing offenders' transition to working life. We are indeed very grateful for all the volunteers who have stepped forward to help offenders and their families. Mr. Eddie Ong, a COP volunteer from Teck Ghee Division, told me that it was a humbling experience to witness the state of needy households and how they coped with the sudden incarceration of a loved one. He recalled the example of a 72-year-old mother whose daughter was incarcerated. The mother was beset by health and financial problems. Volunteers arranged for her to use televisit facilities to speak to her daughter and overcome her traveling difficulties. I would like to thank all our dedicated volunteers for their invaluable contributions.